Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? Just had to take a little time out to shoot at y'all for a minute. Been out here trying to get the vehicles ready for the next episode for the upcoming drama of Dramaville. As you can see, we still working on Dramaville. You know, it's coming along, little step, but all this had to be torn back out. Yes, all of it had to go, y'all. So, you know, we took our time, made a little deck here for the RC vehicles to come across the little shops and all the little stuff, line everything up nice and neat. And then realized we had a nice little rain here. A little cool, a little sunny today, but warming up a little bit. So what we're gonna have to do, we're gonna have to take all this out. Yep, and reconstruct it all over again. Something different. You know, we like the shops and all, you know, and we have different vehicles, like I said, for all different terrains, you know. So we've been trying to work on something where all the vehicles can really work on, you know, and that's been doing the little ramps, the optical courses, the challenges, and we have an area back we haven't finished yet. Still working in here, but you know, like I said, we do more than RC, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Um, we have my local car show, my car show. We have comedy, we have music, and we got a lot of stuff that's coming up. We've been shooting a little bit out as we go, but we thank y'all so much for being here with us and going through. So we appreciate y'all so much, and thank y'all for going through and watching some of these crazy builds that we have for the RC cars and traveling with them and doing a little different sets. This is what we call one of our RC sets. Okay. Um, we had Shadyville, Dramaville, what that was. Yeah, stunt action where we had bridges and ramps and like little seesaws and stuff like that. You see a lot of bamboo and stuff like that. So we just take stuff around from the area and put it together and see what we get. And most of the time, we've been getting. Let me see. Let's try this again. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Hope that's working out a little bit better. So, we just chilling, y'all. Trying to figure out how we're going to do this here next. Like I said, you know, when we start building these little different little sets for our RCs and stuff like that, we get a little carried away, and then we, you know, try to invent some stuff. So we're trying to figure out. We have our race cars out here. They need a smooth surface, and see we have what you call the all terrain surface right here. Little smooth, little rough, little rugged, little adventurous. You know. So we're gonna be going out in the field again. You know, Pee Wee and Shady, and Two Man and Summer over there. Yeah. I'm sorry, that's fancy. Yeah, I don't want to hear them out. Please, no. Yep. So we have them out on different areas, you know, going out and rolling on and trying out the skills, you know, just having fun, you know, seeing what terrain we can come across. But it's been a wild ride, y'all, up on this YouTube channel. We coming up again on another anniversary. Uh, we've been out this YouTube street a long time. Yep. We got like a lot of videos. Yep, that's what we say. Oh yeah. Papa, chill out for a minute.
Oh boy, y'all little whippersnapper, y'all don't know nothing. Boy, I remember we used to take our cars and have them going up the rim, go woo in there. But no,
Papa, we can't do that anymore, man. Hmm.
well, we had a place for it to do.
Uh-huh. Well, we built our own place. It's just parts, man. Uh-huh.
Well, Frankenstein, baby, Frankenstein it.
Okay, I gotta explain to the ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what Frankenstein mean. Frankenstein mean when you take your RC vehicle, uh-huh, and you add something to it, maybe uh a bigger motor, transmission, shocks, and all the above, and little gear. Like we got the little suitcases and the little table, and inside there we got the sleeping bag, and all these are the accessories. Yeah, you know, everybody got their own little accessories. Crane Man, them, they even got their own little accessories, and all the different vehicles. This is our little tire shop, y'all. I guess you could be able to tell by all the tires around. But um that's how you Frankenstein. You just upgrade. Sometimes you can upgrade with a bigger the same battery that you have, but a bigger amperage mode in it, and that give you a little bit power. Like these right here, they come with a battery that got enough power that you can run them real good for a good little while. Now this one here, I took my other battery out just to show you, and I'm running this one, and this thing here give it more. Batteries, motors, shocks, and stuff like that help Frankenstein your car, give you a better, would you say, power and uh, steering servers and stuff like that. You can always upgrade, but we like to keep most of them original and put them through the test. Now, if y'all want to check out some of our past videos to see them through the test, we don't mind. But like I said, we got a lot of stuff coming up there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And we just had to stop and say thank y'all. We made it over there 25. We trying to keep on going and keep bringing y'all some real videos. This is what we call real videos. Now, let me tell you, it's no AI right here. Check it out. That's all rocks. It's called sitting on rocks. You know what I'm saying? And we have a lot of fun just using the raw materials around to build to make it look like something to give you a little idea. You know what level or what your mind think, or you can do all kinds of stuff what you want. But I like to just build sets, really, nothing fancy, just something out of raw material from RC vehicles, and have fun. Now they have so many different scales. We say hello to everybody out there. We appreciate y'all in the house checking us out. Um, you have a blessed day too, and happy Valentine's Day is coming up for everybody out there. For all you lovers, whatever love you love, always put love out in there, y'all. Appreciate it. All right. Excuse me. Now, what we got coming up, it's a lot of little different things, but we've been trying to get these RCs in a little bit different background. Once again, like I said, we love to build sets for our RCs, so we got to take all this out, y'all. Yes, we got to take all this out and try to figure out something a little bit uh what's the word? A little bit modern. Oh man, no more old school? No. Oh man. What we gonna do? It's a surprise. We can't tell nobody. We just want everybody to see the stuff that we do. Uh-huh. We appreciate it. You know. We thank y'all so much, out there. We we've been doing these RCs for a while. What really got us into RCs, I've been doing RCs since I think I was about like 6, 7 years old or something like that. Um, it was very special birthday for me. Y'all remember the show BJ and the Bear? Uh-huh. And then they had Smokey and the Bandit. Yeah, uh-huh. Well, for my birthday, I had Smokey and the Bandit. I had the truck, 18 wheeler, and the car. But let me tell y'all something. Back then, that was what that is, Radio Shack. And they had, I mean, man, must have had about like 15 big D batteries in there, man, in the RC car in the truck at that time. And it ran a good while, but I had the car. It took a little less batteries, but that was funny because back then I didn't just have one RC car. I had an 18 wheeler with a trailer and a Camaro. Yep, I thought, boy, I'd pull that car. I had it coming running out, boom, out the back of the trailer. Boy, I think I was doing something. I realized at the moment, there's three things in the RC world. They are number one, it's a basher. That's when you go out there and you just tear everything up. You just don't care. You're gonna rough ride it. You just gonna boom, boom, bam, boom, boom, jump off the cliff, boom. And that's what they call the bashers. Those are a little bit tougher. Okay. And for example, we have one that excuse me, y'all, and it bashes itself out. That would be that one right there. Uh-huh. That one there, that's a basher. You could do flips in the air with it, run it up on different ramps, like RC skateboard ramps and stuff like that. And number two is you know, just show that would be these right here with all the little different stuff on there. You want to customize your RC. That'll be like your your show RC. They call them with a trophy shelf, but most people don't keep them on the shelf. And then it's your last RC collectors. Don't touch my car. Look at it. I got fine gloves on. So like I said, you got different levels. But what made me very interested, like I said, my father on my birthday bought me that, and we went to this fair, and it was wild because I was the only kid walking through a fair with a smoking the bandit truck with the smoke and all that sound and everything. So everybody was like watching me going through. It was cool. But then I met this kid afterwards. Oh man, he had the BJ and a bear truck. So we would decide to see who was the fastest. I had the Camaro in the back, and he had the trailer, and he had another car in the back. So we figured it would be kind of fair. Boy, we took off, and boy, we was rolling. And then the guy said, "Y'all should come to the park." And we went. A few weeks later, we went to this park. And it was a whole bunch of RCs, man. And that's how I really started falling in love with all the different uh, RCs. If you like bulldozers, rock crawlers, tractor trailers, Camaros or Chevys or vans or construction or any type, they have them all in RCs. And I seen them out there, and that's what made me, like get more interested in it. And as my first bill, I think with RCs, had been about, I think about 11 or 12. But my last bill was a few years back, and I built this Scania Tamiya, I'm sorry, Scania truck, and man, it was a handful. My hands still hurt thinking about it, but it worked. I got some bugs to kick out of it because I've been rolling that bad boy so hard and fast and everything. But long story short is that's one of the reasons why I got into RC, and I've been into them, been loving them, all the different shapes and designs, and the different scales. We have, large scale to small scale, 1/4, 1/54, 1/16, 1/12, 5/8, 1/8, 1/6, one. I mean, from like for example, that big one back there in the back. In some scales, there'll be like a 1/6 scale or 1/10 scale, depending on the manufacturer. Like the blue Jeep there. That blue Jeep is the 1/12. And the yellow, well, greenish yellow and red one, those are 1/16. Yeah, I got that right? Yeah, I think so. All right. Yeah, but enough of that, y'all. So, other words, just find out which vehicle that you like and you have fun with, and you could make it a event or sport for friends, neighbors, guests, family members, or you could just take your time when you have that extra time and your mind is idle. You want something to do and get some good exercise. You can go to the park, or you can just build you a little set if you can't get to the park. It could be indoors, it could be outdoors, anywhere that you can fit your area. And, or my thing is, when you go out to a park and different locations, you'll see all kinds of beautiful stuff out there. So when you get a chance, check them out. And like I said, we got more to coming up. We just trying to reorganize things here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Because, like I said, we do have a lot going on, and we appreciate y'all so much. And we made over that's 2,500. That's 2,500 or something like that. Subscribers, we appreciate y'all so much, and we have a lot of videos out there. So we try to keep it. We try to keep it right. We got our jazz section, we got our blues, R&B, country. You know, and don't forget about our Pee Wee and Shady with their drama. So, on that note, we'll let you get a chance to see some of our little rigs and vehicles and people that we have inside. Yeah, most of them have someone inside of them. Yeah, I try to, keep my little what they call action figures. Yep, and to keep the drama going, y'all. So we appreciate y'all so much and y'all support all over the world because we know it's just not local. And we appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. And the way back and give yourself a big ups and give you a big hug and big love and keep those RC wheels a rolling, keep those engines a purling, and keep that laughing and going. And then, of course, we always gonna keep the inspirational going too. So sometimes we're gonna put something out there. If it touches, let us know because we all need that little touch in life and just to enjoy yourself. You know, you know that song, enjoy yourself. Yep. Because enjoy yourself before it's too late. And that means we got to have fun. And then you also got to roll on. So let's just give you a little quick roll on before we roll up on out of here. Yep. Get y'all a little quick little overview real quick. And see it for the last time, y'all. We got to tear it down and figure out how we're going to do the next one. And hopefully it will be all off-road. Who knows? Or it just might be a flat surface. Just taking raw material, y'all, and see what all you can do with your raw material. And just have fun, whatever you're doing, and take your time. And don't focus too hard on what you can't do. Focus on what you can do. And on that note, we got to roll up on out of here, y'all. So wheels up and we roll on out. And thank y'all so much. Until the next roll on. And don't forget catch the shorts, binge watch, catch up. Cause we about to flood the market again, y'all. And if y'all know us, you know what that means. Roll on.